Hello, everyone. I wanted to give the preview for tomorrow's India Bangladesh match. Obviously, India looking very strong, and everyone expects India to win. And I hope India continues their good form. But I have to say to everyone that Bangladesh, some of you might know, some of you might not know, that in 2007 World Cup that was in West Indies, Bangladesh did beat India. In fact, I was 15, sorry, I was 25 years old. I remember I called that match, right? I told my friend that Bangladesh are going to beat India. I did say so, and there was a reason as well because I said so because India were not playing that well. And on just the eve of the match, Manjurul Islam, who was a Bangladeshi cricketer, who a left arm spinner who played a few tests and I think around 25 one days, he died in a car accident on March 16, 2017. And the next following day, March 17th, India and Bangladesh were playing. So obviously, India were not playing that well. And Bangladesh had a lot of talented players in the team. Plus, obviously, their player died yesterday. So I expected a huge performance from them. And that's why I told my friend that I think Bangladesh will beat India. And Bangladesh did beat India. India batted first and India got 191. Saurav Ganguly scored 66, I think. Yeah, 66. In fact, in that team that lost to Bangladesh, there was Saurav Ganguly, there was Rahul Dravid, Sachin Tendulkar, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Yuvraj Singh, Robin Uthappa, Zahir Khan, Munaf Patel. These are the players that I remember. And India got 191 runs. And that was a big performance by Bangladesh to restrict India to 191. Mashrafa Mortaza, who was a very good Bangladeshi fast bowler, he took 4 wickets that day. And when Bangladesh batted second, Tamim Iqbal, their opener, who doesn't play anymore, Tamim Iqbal is an excellent player, scored hundreds in the World Cups as well. After that, he scored a 50. Mushfiqur Rahman, who is a very good batsman, technically very sound, he scored a 50. And Shakibul Hussain, obviously the biggest player Bangladesh have produced, he also scored a 50. All these three big players got a 50, and Bangladesh won by 5 wickets, I think. Yeah, they won by 5 wickets. They scored 192 for 5. And Mortaza was man of the match. Obviously, you would put up a big performance for your teammate when something like that happens, and I did expect that as well. And 2007 World Cup, India had a bad World Cup, I should say. In fact, I've had a habit of predicting cricket matches since I was young. I actually remember in 2006-7, I'm not remember when I was doing my MBA, it was in 2006 or 7. It was a very freak day, I have to admit. I called India were playing South Africa, and I called 9 Indian wickets to fall on the same ball. And there were 3 people watching next to me. I didn't call Tendulkar, maybe out of my extreme respect for Tendulkar. I never said anything about Tendulkar. And I remember I said Virendra Sehwag, okay, I didn't call him on the ball. I said he will get out before 15 overs, and he got out. The other 8 Indian wickets fell on the same ball and the same manner that I said. I still remember, especially the most strange dismissal was Harbhajan Singh. I said Harbhajan Singh was going to get caught at third man, and the same ball he got caught at third man. And I still remember because after 9 wickets fell, the last wicket, I can't remember who was batting, Makhaya Ntini was bowling, and I said he's going to get bowled now. And the 3 guys who were sitting next to me in Trivandrum, they stood up, they didn't stand up, they said, no, it's not going to happen. Probably they were getting tired of me calling the whole game, and they said it's not going to happen. And I still remember what made me do that, I don't know. I stood up from my seat and I walked towards the TV and I said, watch, the middle stump is going to go. And at the same ball, the middle stump went out. And 3 of them called me and they said, how do you say this? And I said, I don't know. I said, when you see some players play, you can say so. But obviously, I've never done that after that. It was a free. I've done few dismissals, a lot of matches, but I've never ever called a match like that. 8 wickets on the same ball, the same manner. So I do have a habit of calling games. And I remember when I was like 13 years, 14 years old in 96, 97, when South Africa and India were playing the test series, I was in boarding school. And India were in a spot of bother. But I saw in a dream that Tendulkar and Azharuddin both got hundreds, and India were like 350 for the same score without losing any more wickets. And thankfully, when I woke up, obviously there was no TV in those days, no phone. When I woke up the next day, I told my friends about this, and when we looked at the paper, sorry, it was exactly true. I think it was 360 for 203. Azharuddin and Tendulkar were not out, and that is the day that Nelson Mandela, actually one of my greatest heroes, who went to watch the match. I think it was January 4th, the New Year Test, the third day in Cape Town, where Azharuddin and Tendulkar batted the whole day, and it was a treat for the South Africans. Anyway, that's what I said. And there's something that happened once as well when that strange thing. My first match that I played in the Premier League in Nelspruit for the A team, Nelspruit A team, and I started playing after I batted in our sports day at the Action Cricket. First time I ever batted at Action Cricket, and someone came to me and said, "It seems like you used to play," and I said, "Yeah." And he sent me to a club, and he said he was the captain there. He was the director of our auditing firm. I was an internal auditor then. And the first match, I was actually a bit late to bat, and they asked me to open. The previous night, it might sound funny, I actually saw a dream of Ricky Ponting saying, "Well played." I can't believe, I've never seen him in a dream. And the next day when I went to bat, I obviously play all matches. I'm a positive person. I expect myself to get runs. But that day, I've never had a day like that where I expected myself to get runs. I was damn sure that I would get runs. There was no pressure on me. And obviously, like always, I batted carefully. And there was a lot of, there was a few abuses on me in the beginning. And the opening bowler did swear at me when I stepped out against him. But after them, and we actually scored, I was 68, I scored 68 not out. It was a 40-over match, and there were still 7 overs left when I was 68 not out. I could have easily got 100 in if I wanted, but I've never been someone who have wanted 50s or 100s. I've always wanted my team to win. I always think about my team position. That's how I played, even when I was a captain of SB College. And I was sure there were some big hitters there, so I got out when there were 7 overs to go, and we got 250 odd. In fact, at 20 over stage, halfway drinks time, I told them, just tell me when I should get out, because I didn't look like I was going to get. I was just saying about things that I've seen in my dreams and things that happen. So something strange. And that day we actually bowled them out under 150, and we won by 100 runs. That was a huge victory. And there were 350 partnerships together with me. So that was a day that I loved as well. My first match in South Africa, actually. That I played with a big club, and the other team was as well. And in my team, there were big players, someone who opened the bowling for Free State, under Hansi Cronje, and some big players. Anyway, tomorrow, Bangladesh-India match, obviously India looking favourites. I was just giving you a history of the India-Bangladesh match. I was just saying that cricket is a funny game. You have to be on top of your game all the time. You can't allow a bad game, and Bangladesh have the quality players still. Shakibul Hasan is there, Mushfiqur is there, they've got the spinners, there's Taskin Ahmad, they're the good bowlers. But obviously India look very, very strong, and at home India will be really hard to beat. So my prediction is obviously India to win. And New Zealand-Afghanistan match, Afghanistan had New Zealand on the ropes today. New Zealand were 110 for 4. And I thought Afghanistan was going to upset another big team today, and they had their chance to do that. But from 110 for 4, they let New Zealand get 288, which is a massive score from that point. The spinners didn't really come into play today. I don't know what happened. But Afghanistan, I think they won the toss, and both of us, they should have actually batted first and put pressure on New Zealand. But still a good result for Afghanistan. Their bowling showed up, but they could have probably closed out the match. Good partnership by Glenn Phillips and Tom Latham. Anyway, India-Bangladesh match, big match. It's always a big match in a World Cup. The crowd will be big, and I expect India to win. I hope Shubman Gill gets a lot of runs tomorrow, because he's the only one in the team that hasn't got runs. He's coming back from an injury, and I hope all the bowlers continue their good form. Virat Kohli and the batsmen, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, everyone. So good luck to Team India. All the best, and thank you to everyone. Keep watching my videos and supporting me. Take care, and God bless you.